Good day, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well today. I'm going to go ahead and apologize for the lighting. I know that it's a little bit low. It's kind of overcast today. We're expecting some rain, so I hope that it's going to be all right. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. I hope everyone is doing well and you guys are all happy and ready for spring. This is the last video of a video hop. I've never really done one of these before, but I was introduced to the idea by my friend over at Release the Craftin'. And it's pretty cool. I've seen these done before, but I've never participated in one, so I was really excited to be able to do one of these. Basically, you're introduced with an idea for a project and you participate in that project, and then you get to send your viewers off to another channel so that they can see another person participate in that project. Well, I am the last person in line to participate in this project, so I don't have another channel to send you guys off to. So what I'm going to do is suggest you guys be my quote-unquote channel. I want to encourage you all to participate in this project, and I'll explain it to you in just a second. But the theme is let's hop into spring, you guys. I'm so ready for spring. I live in southeastern Texas, so we don't really have much of a spring, but I love everything about spring, the new beginnings. I love flowers and insects and the weather. I'm a spring baby. I was born in the spring. I just love everything about it. I love the colors. So yeah, I was really excited about this theme, which was introduced to us by Priscilla at Release the Craftin'. So here are the lovely ladies who are involved in this little video hop. Of course, the creator, or the lady who came up with the idea, is Priscilla at Release the Craftin'. And then there's Serene Bookworks, Gypsy Rose Papery, and the lovely April at Pink Oddbird. Sorry, I'm out of frame. I will, of course, link everyone down below. And like I said, I won't be excuse me, I won't be sending you guys off to another channel, but what I'm doing is encouraging you guys to play along with us. So this will be another craft along with me video. So yeah, I'm going to introduce you guys to what this is all about and what the whole idea of this is. So really, there's no rules. The theme is spring, and the idea, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, Priscilla gave us, I can't think of the word, you guys. Sorry, I'm a little off. We are to use a tag that is 4 inches by 8 inches. This one is 4 1/8 by 8 1/8. I got it. It's one of the Ranger mixed media tags. I just grabbed it out of one of the little packages, so mine is slightly larger than the size. So you are to have a 4 inch by 8 inch tag. You are to create and alter. You're supposed to alter your tag using mixed media processes, and it's supposed to be spring themed, and that's it. You are supposed to just go with it and have fun. So I already have an idea drawn out in my head that I want to sort of alter this to create like a little garden. I think I want to put I want to attach some lace down at the bottom. I have this bag of mosses here, so I want to try to incorporate some of those. And basically, I want to create a butterfly garden. I have been working with a lot of black and red and dark colors. If you guys have been following me lately, you know that I've been working on the Edgar Allan Poe journal for quite a long time, and I am ready for some bright colors. So I want to create sort of like a butterfly garden. And so to save some time, I have already sort of gotten my ideas together. I've already gotten a whole bunch of supplies together that I've got over here. Let's see, I've got this really cool, I'm not sure, I sort of have an idea of what I want to do with my background. I'm more leaning towards some text, some sort of book page. But I also have this really awesome paper that was gifted to me in some Happy Mail a long time ago from Kim, I believe. And it is just some really fancy scrapbook paper, and it's got flocking on it. And I thought it would be really neat to try and do some inking on. So, I don't know, we'll see, because I kind of also want to save it for maybe making an envelope with too. So we'll see, because I had this butterfly garden stack from DCWV, which was my inspiration for what I'm gonna do. And what I've done is I've taken a couple of the pages out, because I've had this for a couple of years, and I've gone ahead and I've fussy cutted out a bunch of butterflies and flowers. And so I plan to use the butterflies for sure. I don't know, oh, that one's attached. I don't know if I'm going to use the flowers yet, but I'm definitely going to be using the butterflies. And then I also have this Martha Stewart paper pad. I used this way back in the day when I made the grimoire, but it's got some really beautiful papers in it, so I may use something from here, but I'm not sure yet. So I have my tag, and then I also have over here to the side, I have a whole bunch of Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists. I have a couple of embossing powders. I've got a couple of, I have one oxide, a distress ink. I've got this really cute purple leaf trim, some flowers that are definitely going to be used. I've got some bling, and also I have a sentiment picked out, and I wanted to go ahead and do that also to save some time. And basically I've just gone through this small talk occasions and the clipping stickers, and I have put together sort of like a small, not quite a haiku, but a small little poem that I want to add on here. And it says, "Now is the time, a time of wonders, spring is in the air." I also have this set of Bo Bunny chipboard stickers. I may incorporate some of those. So let's get started. Since I'm going to be using a lot of brightly colored things, I don't want my background to take away from what I'm going to be having in my foreground. So I think I am going to go with some book text. Excuse me, you guys. It is very dry here, so I'm really hoping that we do get some rain, because my allergies are really, really going nuts lately. So I have right on hand some coffee dyed book pages from a book titled The Bees. So maybe I can just use one of these. And that's actually pretty cool since it's called The Bees. And this is a craft with me, you guys, so craft with me. Get your stuff out. Let's have some fun. I don't want one that's quite so dark, because I might actually do some splattering on it. Okay. Or I do have a few vintage dictionary pages, but these are really, really dark, so you may not be able to. Well, this one's not so bad. But I love the texture of these, the ones with the really thin pages. See, I like this one a lot. This one here is nice. Not quite so dark. Okay. So, these are from a medical dictionary. Let's not use those. We're going to go with the book page. Excuse my mess, you guys. So I am going to glue this page down, and I'll be right back. So I wanted to show you guys what I'm going to use. This is a staple in my craft room. This is Elmer's Craft Bond Extra Strength Glue Stick. It's permanent bond and acid free. I love these glue sticks. I use these in everything, just everything, and I have never ever had an issue with these. I use these a lot in my collage work, and also this book page is perfect. It talks about capillaries of her wings, 4 gossamer membranes, triggering her thoracic engine is perfect. Her wings hummed brightness, so this is going to be perfect. So I'm going to glue this down with my glue stick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've glued down the book page, and I'm just trimming up the edges to get the excess paper off. And oh yeah, another thing that I wanted to tell you guys about those glue sticks that I love so much. I use those a lot because, you know, I use textiles a lot in my journals. I use those a lot for tacking down my textiles before sorry about shaking the camera, you guys, before I use my sewing machine. And I never have issues with my needle sticking and things like that. So I do recommend these glue sticks to you guys. So, okay, so we have glued down the text, and so now we have our background. And so now I think, let's add a little bit of ink. I know it looks like a mess here. I do not have I don't have a non-stick craft mat, so what I've been using is this thick sheet of plastic here. So I'm going to grab my water bottle, and I've got tumbled glass because I love this for sky color. And basically I'm just going to use my distress ink the same way as I would excuse me, like an oxide. I'm going to add some to the mat and spray a good amount of water, and I'm going to dab that into the paper. And this paper is going to soak that up really, really, really well because it's very porous. And so I'm going to do that a few times and cover your ears. Here comes the heat tool. I'm going to dry that off. So as you can see, it gives a very subtle effect, which is exactly what I want. because like I said before, I do not want the background detracting from the foreground, because we're going to have a lot going on here soon. So I am just going to do that a couple more times, and I will be back. Okay, you guys, so this is the result of the tumbled glass. Let me get it to focus. And I know you guys are probably wondering, why in the world does that girl not just edit this better and speed up the time? But you guys, I'm learning still, and I'm not really all that great at editing yet. So I promise I'm working on it. So we are now going to take the peeled paint Distress Oxide, and we're going to do the same thing along the bottom half of this tag, because that's where I'm going to be putting the moss. Let's add a little bit more water first, and that way any little holes and things that come through when I do lay the moss down, it'll be green. You know what I mean? It'll be camouflaged. So I'm going to do a couple of layers of the peeled paint, and I will return. Okay, and I think that this is good enough. I actually carried some of the green up to the top because I was really liking the way that it looked mixed in with the tumbled glass. I think that's pretty good there. So wipe the rest of this off here. I use most of it. I don't like to waste it. Get that out of the way. And I think what I'm going to do now is go ahead and decide what color lace I'm going to use, because I'm going to need to attach that before I add the mosses. And so I have this bag of lace here. These are remnants that I got from Matt's Laces on eBay, and they sent a lot of pretty spring colors, and I'm really feeling this these beautiful turquoise laces. I know my lighting is a little bit off, you guys, and I'm so sorry for that. Isn't that pretty? So mostly for my cutouts, I have golds, yellows, greens, and pinks. And there are touches of maybe like there's a little bit of orange in there. And then I also have these three-dimensional butterflies that I may use. And colors are pretty much the same. These are like little stickers. So all these pretty pastel colors. Wow, that's a color. I think it's trying to be chartreuse, but not quite. I like this peachy pink, and it does play well off of that. I love this blue. This blue one here. Oh, that's so pretty. I think I like this one. I think that the turquoise one is going to be, I don't know, see, that looks nice too. Help. Tell me which one, you guys. Which one? Turquoise or blue? Turquoise or blue? I really like them both. See, that's really pretty. We're going to have this green. I feel like you guys are screaming turquoise at me, so I think we're going to go with that. So, I'm going to pause, and I'll be back with the lace attached. Okay, our lace is attached here, and I think that was a good choice. So now I'm going to add this reindeer moss, which came from the Dollar Tree. Look at this giant bag you get. And I think I like this kind. I also have some Spanish moss, but I think I like this kind better. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add the moss all along the bottom here and then up the sides, and it's going to be heavier along this side. I just want it to be heavier along this side, so I'm just going to glue it down, and I'm not going to make you guys watch me do that because it's going to take a minute. So I'm just going to randomly just glue it all down all along the bottom here, sort of not straight across, but sort of in like a U shape. And yeah, I'll be back. I just wanted to come back and show you my progress here and also show you really quick that I took some of this really pretty lavender leaf trim. You guys know I can't stay away from it, and I thought it would be really pretty if it were poking out from the edges of the moss. And as you can see, I've just started layering the moss up. It's going to take maybe 10 or 15 minutes. I'm just going to continue to layer it up until I get the shape that I want. And I'm just emulating like a lush, maybe forest type grass. I just want it to look lush and soft. And so I thought it would be pretty if I layered the lavender leaf trim so that it was peeking out from behind the moss. So I think it looks really cute. So I'm just going to continue to layer the moss until I have it how I want it, and then I will be back to show you when I'm done. Okay guys, this is it. Finally, I'm finally finished adding the moss, and this is what it looks like. I really love this. I love the way it looks. And this I left here because I'm going to trim this one down some. I don't want it to be quite as long as the other. And that's the bottom. So now, oh, and also I found this little stick piece in with the moss. It's cheap, so it wasn't completely clean. You know, I had to clean some of it out. I had a bunch of stuff in it, so I thought maybe we could use it for something. So I put that to the side. So now what I want to do is add in a bunch of the flowers into the mosses. So excuse me, what I have are an assortment of paper flowers. I have the Tim Holtz ones that I thought we could dye. I've got a couple of these pretty little turquoise ones and some itty bitty violet ones that are all different shades of purple, and some of them even have glitter on them. Let's see if I can get it to focus for you guys. Sorry about the glare. Anyway, some of those. And then I also have some real dried flowers, some little mini ones. and I thought that the bright colored ones would be fun to use. There's some pink, some bright yellow, and some dark blue ones, and even some green, but we may not use the green ones. So we have those. I also have a bunch of bling here that may come in handy. So, yeah, so we're going to play with adding some flowers in there. And then I also have the ones that I fussy cut. They're really pretty, but I'm not sure if we're going to be using those. Maybe the little ones. Maybe I can separate these and use these, but we shall see. So I'll be back with an assortment of flowers that I've chosen, and we will glue them on. Okay, so I've picked out some of the flowers that I want to add, and just for time's sake, I've decided not to go with trying to dye all of these, and I don't really think it's necessary because I think I've got enough here, and I really like the natural looking ones since we've got all of the moss. So I'm going to try to use a lot of these, and so I'm just going to cut the stems from a few of them, but I am going to keep the stems on some of them, and they are quite fragile, so I'm going to have to be careful with these little guys. And I did take out a few of the bright green ones, and we'll see how they look and go from there. So, oh, did that backwards. So I'm just going to start gluing some of these on, and I really like the glittery purple ones. So I'm just going to use some Fabri-Tac, and I've been using this bottle so much that the tip broke from the bottom, so I'm going to have to be careful that I don't get any really bad globs. And I'll try to do this quickly. I think I'm just going to do a few of these and then do a little bit of fast forwarding, or come back for you guys since it's already at 28 minutes almost, and that way you guys can see some of the process and you won't have to sit through all of it. So I'm going to show you how I'm gluing these on. Be sure to be careful with the little guys, and I'm doing it randomly. It's just a little random flower garden, and sort of my vision is like it's a little wildflower field somewhere out in the middle of the forest. So I'll glue this last one on, and then I will pause and come back with a garden full of lots of little itty bitty flowers. So this is the idea, so you guys can see. I can get it to focus here. Isn't that pretty? It's so cute. Okay, so I'll be back in a jiff. Okie dokie, guys. Here is the garden of flowers. So pretty. I love it. I put a bunch. I couldn't help myself. I love the way it turned out, though. I decided against the bright green ones because I felt like they just, the color just didn't match quite that well, and I went ahead and popped the hole back into the top of the tag, and I did add two with the stems. And so now all we have to do is add our butterflies, and then I would like to add an eyelet to the top here because what I want to do there is add one of the three-dimensional butterflies and attach a string so that he is hanging from the top. And then we also have to add our sentiment, which says, "Now is the time, a time of wonders, spring is in the air." So I need to figure out where exactly I want to put it, and what I think I'm going to do is glue these. I'm going to distress the edges of them, probably with, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this gold paint pen. I'm going to go along the edges of the sentiments, and I'm also going to go along the edges of all of the little butterflies with the gold paint pen, and then I'm going to glue these to some strips of scrap pieces of coffee dyed paper, and then I will be right back with those. Okay, so I have gone around each of the sentiment lines with the gold paint pen, which smells so terrible. So I was trying to hurry, but this is the pen that I use, just in case you guys were wondering. It is, what is the brand? I'm not sure what the brand is. Painters? It's Painters. That's the brand. You can find these online pretty easily or at any craft store. I think you can also get these at Walmart. This is the ultra fine tip. I love these. It's just acrylic. It's an acrylic paint pen. But I've gone around the sentiment piece, the stickers, and I've glued them onto some scrap pieces of coffee dyed file folder, just to help them stick out better. Sorry about the focusing, you guys, and the lighting. I'm trying my best to hurry, and I'm having some awful technical difficulties today. Also some other difficulties, as you can see. I went ahead and put an eyelet into the hole, and it is the worst eyelet job I have ever done in my life. I don't know what I did to this thing, but it's just mangled. Thank goodness it's going to be covered up for the most part with a string. And then I went around all the butterflies like I said I was going to do, and then I picked out two of these three-dimensional sticker butterflies and went around those as well. And what I plan to do with them is I just chose two that were similar in size and shape, and because they are stickers, they have the sticky back, and I'm going to stick them, well actually I'm going to take this off and glue them together, and I'm going to glue the string in between. And I found this really cute, it's baker's twine, but it feels like regular twine, and it's got this gold thread in between, which is really pretty, and it matches the gold that we've got going on with the tag. I am so sorry about my lighting, you guys. So I'm going to glue that in between these butterflies like so, and then I'm going to have that dangling from the eyelet, so it's going to be like the butterfly is flying through the garden. And so all we really have to do is figure out where we want this sentiment to be. Now, this is bugging me really bad, and also I've ended up getting a little bit of marking on the back of the tag, so what I might do is glue some coffee dyed paper on the back of it. I'm going to try to shape this tag a little bit. I'm sorry this video is running quite a bit longer than I had originally planned, but it's okay. It's a craft with me video. You guys know that my videos tend to be quite long. Haven, you want to say hey to everybody in the video? My son's decided to make a cameo. He forgot that mommy was filming, I think.
Max took the clip.
Our puppy must be having fun with some stuff. Alright, so you can say hey. Can I say hey? Go ahead. Just say hi.
Hi.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get some string out. That was my son, Haven. He was being shy a little bit. That's okay, because he's going to be making an appearance real soon. Because we have a video planned for you guys, where we're going to make something for a special someone in our family. So let's go ahead and take those off and glue the string in between here. And I'm just going to use some Aleene's tacky glue. This is the Turbo Tacky. And we put some on both sides. And it will take a little bit of time for that to set, but let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to take 2 of them, like so, so that when they come out, it'll look like the butterfly antenna. Sorry if my head is in the shot, you guys. I'll show you what I mean in just a sec. Since they don't have any antenna, it'll sort of be like mock butterfly antenna, I guess. I don't know. That was what ran through my head at the moment. But that way I can put it through the tag. You know, like I would normally do. And then of course it's too long, but I can tie a bow and do that, fix it as I need to. So since the butterfly is going to be hanging down, I'm thinking something like this maybe. Let's figure out how we want to do our sentiment. Now is the time, a time of wonders. Spring is in the air. Maybe something like that, because we can always move this. And then let's pop the wings up just a little. We'll do this one here. Do this one up at the top. And we can glue down this one. I don't know if I'm bad at these craft with me's or good at these craft with me's. You guys will have to let me know. Am I good at this or bad at this? I know I like this tag, and this was really fun to make, and I am really excited to see what you guys come up with. There's the word sickness, so I think I want to cover that up. And I would really like to put one of the little itty bitty butterflies here. Let's do this little pink one, little dark pink one. Maybe coming off of forward like that. Little wings up a little bit. And curl his wings up a little bit too. And glue the rest of it down. I love these little Tim Holtz Chit Chats and clipping stickers. I have so much fun, like making little poems and stuff out of them. It's really fun to do that. If you guys haven't tried it, you should. I just really enjoy doing that, which I just love poetry in general, so it's just really fun to me. Either way, so I really wanted to use that giant green one. But I think he's going to be too big for what we're doing here. Hope you guys can see. Maybe here. Curl her wings up some. We can, I'll fuss with them a little bit more once it dries well. And let's do this really pretty green one here. Add some glue. I'm going to put a decent amount so that you know it's not going to come off anytime soon. I'm going to put this one into the moss. So I'm going to put some extra glue because a lot of it, gravity is going to pull it down into the moss some. So I'm going to put him right here onto this flower a little bit. And then I'm not going to fuss with it too much until it dries. And then when it does dry, I'm going to bend his wings up a little bit, make it look a little bit prettier. And then I've got one last little really tiny pink one. I'm going to find somewhere to put this one. Oh, right there. She's going for that flower. And this really pretty green one here. Maybe I need something here. Maybe in the maybe just flying. Let's turn it. Let's turn it that way. And so this one is just too big. I mean, I could put it up here, but also think it blends too much into the background anyway. I mean, it's pretty, but I think it's too big. I don't know. I'll save it and see. And then I've got this one. I was thinking maybe down here. I've got this diagonal going on here. So I think I'm going to put it down here. And then that's going to be it, guys. That's it. Maybe let's just let's do this one straight. And then all I have to do is string our interactive butterfly into the eyelet here, the horribly smashed eyelet. And so it's gonna hang into the center. Let's see, maybe, what do you think? Like this? Maybe a little bit lower? I think about right there. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe I didn't think that through so much. Maybe I'll just tie a knot here. I would pause it, you guys, but we're already in it. Let's just go for it. Just tie a knot here. I'm going to clip the end where I've got it together and make a pretty bow. And that, you guys, is it. That was my country coming out. That's it, you guys. That is my mixed media tag for our hop into spring video hop. I hope you guys enjoyed my craft with me. I hope that you guys crafted with me today. I had a really good time making this tag. I think it turned out pretty awesome. I love the effect of the moss. I really enjoy working with natural items. I think they bring something special and unique to your projects. And the background is super simple, you guys. You don't have to go crazy with the splatters and the stuff. Especially if you're going to do something intricate and crazy on your foreground. You don't really need something crazy in your background. You need something simple. You don't want it to detract from what you are trying to say. You know, my focal point here, I don't know, what is the focal point? It's everything. It's everything. It's the interactive butterfly, it's the flower garden, it's the sentiment, Now is the time, you guys. It's a time of wonders. Spring is in the air. And it is. And that makes me happy and so ready for all of the flowers and the pretty butterflies and everything that comes with it. So there's my tag. So I'll get you guys close up so you can see. Maybe we can get this guy to focus. All the technical difficulties I've had today. I'm so sorry for all the pauses. You guys are probably so ready to say goodbye to me. There we go. So here it is, close up. I hope you guys crafted with me, and I would love to see what you guys created. Here is the back. It's just plain. I will probably add some lines or glue on some coffee dyed paper once it's completely dry. So thank you guys for watching, and I really appreciate you guys, and don't forget that I'm challenging you. You guys are the next hop. So yeah, happy spring, you guys. Happy crafting. Spread the love. You guys have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and until next time, bye.